Still in the old caravan. Do you know one thing I love about caravans? Yeah. The rain battering against the roof. It's so much louder than being in, a home or whatever else. Yeah, it's absolutely, I compare it to like a waterfall or a running stream. I must have been a couple of beers. It's unusual, isn't it? Back is absolutely fucked, yeah. I do wonder sometimes how long I'll be on my fucking feet. But a bit more positivity, and I'm up in Stranraer, like I said. I was umming and ahhing, but I had a reason to go. I was always unsure. See, insecurity is something I've always struggled with. I was always unsure about whether I was capable of it. But I took off to Belfast on the ferry, mate, yeah. Wow. I mean, you can't knock £18 return, Stranraer to Belfast, can you? Cost me fucking more for the actual transfers from the ferry to the city and back. Double. Yeah, it cost me £30 almost. But there was a bus service, but it's not. I think it's probably intentionally not good to give work for the taxi drivers. But yeah, I wanted to go. I have reasons I wanted to go. And I lived through the times when there were issues across there. I've got to be truthful and admit that I always thought it was a strange situation. And that, I remember at that age, I had a girlfriend. When the so-called troubles, they were called, were going through like a peak period. And like, it was continually on the news. As a 14, 15-year-old growing up even younger. And I had a girlfriend. At school who lived just up the road from me. So I used to visit her house. And she used to visit mine, blah, blah, blah. And her mum, who was divorced, had a boyfriend. Well, not a boyfriend, but a boyfriend, yeah. And he was a sergeant in the army. And he was out in Belfast. And he once brought home a rubber bullet and showed it me. And I was 14 years old and I thought, what the fuck? Because I was hearing on the news about people being killed by rubber bullets. And as a child, or as a young teenager, you think, what's a rubber fucking bullet? Yeah? These fucking things were twice the size of a, let's say, well, I won't give it a, they were like a fucking cucumber, the size of a fucking big cucumber, rock hard, yeah? Like fucking really hard, heavy plastic, yeah? And I wondered why they were killing people till I saw that. And that's why, these things were fired into crowds that bounced around in every fucking direction. And whoever fucking was in its way, from kids to whatever. Anyway, I'm going to drop that now and go on to my visit to Belfast, because my visit to Belfast was incredible. Yeah, it absolutely it just wiped me out. It was. That's what it was like. I was like, I got on the ferry 2-hour crossing from Stranraer to Belfast. 15-minute taxi ride into the city centre. And I have family who live in the area and such as that. So I had information of what my itinerary should be around. And the first thing they gave me was like, go on, the tour bus. It's a must. You know, my own son said, you know, he was very sceptical at the time when he arrived there, but go on the tour bus, which is 20 quid. There's dozens of them around. Excuse me. It's open top. Or you can sit downstairs or under half. And we set off and we went round, so it's just like the City Hall. 20 quid it is, yeah, City Hall. The Titanic Museum. The Titanic was built at Harland Wolff, the docks, that part of Ireland. There's another ship there that relates to, it was the last ship that actually was, it brought passengers from France to the Titanic sailing. I mean, incredible history of that area. I didn't get off the bus. It was windy, it was cold. I had 2 coats on, seriously, you know, mountain coats. And I could hardly hear what she was saying because of the, you know, the, let's say, the wind. It is an incredible tour. But I did that part through the city, blah, 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 back to show you this, that, and the other. And then we went down the Shankill Road and the parts of Ireland, the Falls Road, the troubles really were. I keep saying the troubles, I'm not sure it was the troubles. I believe it was instigated by fucking funding from all parts of the world regarding, let's put it this way, it wasn't the people on the street fighting for the cause who were actually instigating the actual shit that was going on. But I don't believe it was anyway, you know. I always felt sorry for the people of Ireland as far as I was concerned. Their fucking island had been invaded. Yeah. But take that as an opinion or whatever. I'm at a stage in life now where it doesn't mind what happens. Or I don't mind what happens. But anyway, yeah. We went through the areas of the murals, of the, you know, difference between the Loyalists and Sinn Féin as it's known today, i.e. the IRA. What I couldn't really believe was the fact that most of the area is still cordoned off today. Massive gates like you've never, entering a football ground in this country or whatever, in England or whatever, or somewhere that has security gates is, yeah, something that you'd notice every day, isn't it? These weren't like that, man. These were 30 fucking feet high. Yeah, made of solid steel. The separated areas of Ireland, you know, of Northern Ireland, they're still separated today. There's gates that open between certain areas until 5 o'clock, and they're locked again. Yeah, apart from a Sunday, I think, where it's early evening, I was told. But, I mean, I can't possibly, even though I grew up through it, and I have good information about it, I could never have comprehended it until I actually visited it. Yeah, incredible. And the peace walls there now where thousands stopped to sign and such as that. I'm going to go on anyway because I didn't go to Ireland, to Belfast for that. I went to Belfast for what I've always considered to be like one of my favourite subjects, hospitality. And I've got to say that from the moment I arrived till the taxi driver took me back to the docks, I met some amazing people, man. I've met Irish people, I've building trade, I've worked with them all my life. But what an incredible, can I just say, like, I had recommendations of 5 pubs. So I set out to drink Guinness. It's not something I do very often, drink Guinness. It's very rare. I can't remember the last time I had a pint. But I was told to go to a certain pub where it was the best Guinness in Belfast. Kelly's something. You'll get it if you get that. Google it. And it was about, well, 11:30, 10 to 12. We had my first pint of Guinness for a long time. Absolutely beautiful. I've never tasted anything like it. It wasn't like the Guinness I used to drink. The pub itself was unbelievable. Quiet. There were 4 or 5 people in. Sat on different tables, couples and such as that. Maybe more, 10 or 12 if you say couples. Tourists from everywhere, mate. Belfast is such a thrive. On a Tuesday lunchtime, I just had an incredible time. As I visited 5 pubs. And in each one of these 5 pubs, I had a pint of Guinness. Yeah, and by the time it was 5 o'clock, I was fucking shagged. I was knackered, man. I made it back to the docks. Jumped in a taxi for 15 quid to get me back to the fucking docks, mate, because I'm fucking bushwhacked. Couldn't find anywhere to get anything to eat, blah, blah, blah. I'd done 5 pubs in Ireland, 5 of them. I'm just going to leave you with what I'm saying now. I visited 5 pubs in Ireland on a Tuesday lunchtime in Belfast. Decor-wise, they were incredible. I've never seen anything kept so tidy, such big places with everything going on. Immaculate. From the oldest pub in Belfast to... These are spectacular boozers. Busy. Crowded to the extent people are still outside. People are still laughing and joking. People are still having their crack, as they call it. You know what I mean? They're booming like nothing I know in this country anymore. Apart from Glasgow, maybe. I'm sure London still booms. But unbelievable to witness this, that there was food available, but mostly people were having a pint. Yeah? And do you know who was having a fucking pint? Yeah? Every man and his fucking dog. Yeah? Unbelievable. Tuesday lunchtime. From me, the tourist who came in from the Strand, from tourists to all over the world, the States, fucking Canada, Japan, fucking, you name it, they were in there having a pint or whatever, of Guinness or whatever they chose. And do you know who were also in there? The local businessmen, yeah, out for lunch, in their fucking smartest, snazziest, dripping fucking suits you can imagine. And the ladies dressed like goddesses, having a pint of Guinness at lunchtime in Belfast, mate. You know what? Because it seems as though they don't give a fuck. And you know why they don't give a fuck? Because they had issues. And the issues have been resolved. Yeah? And they're in a nation that's fighting. It's got a joke. In the joke it tells, every single part of its story, as it's explained to you by the local people, the humour is incredible. Yeah. I had a guy, I put a post on Facebook regarding my trip, saying how much I'd enjoyed it and how I'd visited this and that, and just the general way people were on a Saturday afternoon, on a Tuesday afternoon at lunchtime. from people just helping you on your way in the street. If you ask for this, ask for that, there was a smile on their face. You know, these were people who were buzzing in life, you know, compared to how our country's gone, how the mainland's gone, shall I say, not our country. And like, I put this post on Facebook and I finished it with the comment, "Unbelievable, Belfast. You were an absolute blast." I thought of, I never thought anything until a mate I had posted, pun intended. And I thought, oh fuck, what does he mean? And I looked through it and I saw at the end where it said, "You were an absolute blast." And I said to him, "I'm leaving it on, mate. You know why I'm leaving it on? Because that tour bus that took me around some of the most famous areas of Belfast, she was such a fucking diva in the way she actually a laugh, a joke. I mean, apparently this is. I know I've got family involved. I know the conversation. I know the actual attitude. I know the wonderful conversation, and I also know the humour. And she says, "We are now passing the Crown." I think it's a Crown Plaza pub or something. Very famous pub. Crown pub. Stunning inside. Going back hundreds of years. She says, "We're on the right. You can see the Europa Hotel," she says. The Europa Hotel is the most bombed pub, the most bombed hotel in Europe. And the whole fucking bus cracked up. Because it's not meant to be funny. It's tragic. But it's how nations, or people, shall we say, pull out of adversity. My own opinion at the moment of the way England is just on a dire. We're being pushed down. I don't feel like that anymore, but people are. Unless you're in the right mode, right angle, you're being pushed down. You're being subjected to what I can only explain as like, if you don't know any different, you can't get out of it. You're being smothered. Now the people of Ireland, Northern Ireland, like that, they've climbed out of that. They still go around the Shankill and the Falls Road. It's incredibly. Poverty is a massive issue in our Western culture, in the UK, wherever. Which a fucking Stranraer, I believe, was a once thriving fucking booming port. It's now fucking a joke, to be honest. You go and catch a fucking ferry. You can't get fuck all but a cup of coffee. Until you get on the ferry, then you're charged extortionate prices for shite that's put in a fucking microwave. I'm not going to carry on moaning. I've said enough. Fucking 18 minutes. Belfast was one of the most vibrant and amazing cities I've ever been to. And to say I could do it in a day trip at 66 in my fucking condition, mate, was unbelievable, mate. You left me with so many fond memories, mate. Cheers. All the best. Don't forget to have the crack.